Good morning here from Big Cottonwood Canyon, just outside of Salt Lake City. Today, going to be trail running slash hiking up to Lake Blanche. I'm going to butcher every name, please don't at me. But after that, we'll be continuing on to Sundial Peak, right above the lake. So excited for the day. This is really my first time exploring anything in Big Cottonwood Canyon. Lake Blanche is supposed to be one of the most popular hikes in this canyon, one of the most beautiful lakes in all of the Wasatch, apparently. After following the pavement for like, I don't know, a quarter mile, you'll find the obvious start of the trail right here. Your first look at Sundial Peak, right there. Lake is kind of up and over this hump. Next time someone is in my comments telling me that the drone is disturbing to other people's experiences, I want you to please tell me how someone talking out loud to someone else, having a 30-minute plus conversation, is less annoying than me flying the drone for 5 minutes at a time. Please someone try to give me that logic. And since I am a responsible flyer, this is a wilderness area, so no drones here. Almost at the lake here, Sundial right in front of you. The left side is the true summit. Super straightforward trail up to Blanche Lake here. Blanche Lake, I don't know, someone tell me how to say it right. I'm sure you will anyway. About 2,500 feet of gain and, you know, a little over 3 miles. And now the fun part begins. To the right and go around, and then is that gully you're trying to work for, and then the ridge you're gonna hop on is like there. That's what at least I read. So if my betas are wrong, I'll correct you all so you don't make the same mistake. I keep seeing these flowers. They look like a saturated version of a wildflower. They are so purple. It's crazy. Just leaving the lake behind me there, I found kind of this social trail, looks like. So I'm gonna take this. From here, I really think that it's a lot of your own route finding. I'll have a better view, hopefully, of the little upper basin here in like a second. So I'll see if this is right. Wow, this is so pretty. Next up here, I'm gonna try to generally go like around this rib, drop through, and then around that. People say that that's a nightmare, even though it looks like it goes. It's like a scree field. That has to be a good sign. First Karen of the day. This is the point of the day where I'm like, why did I log this as a trail run again? Not really sure. Framing things up for you. If you find this little stream here, you're on the right track. And essentially, I'm rounding this corner here like I showed you earlier. I'm kind of feeling myself right now. I have never been here before. I don't really have a GPX to follow. I have screenshots of maps, but nothing super official. And I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job with this. But yeah, so I just crossed that stream, and now I'm kind of like working alongside these cliff bands here. Hey, people living in Utah, I get it. I get it. With no traffic, I get it. But the fact that this is a 20-minute drive from like a major metropolitan area, bro. Stunning. I think I'm going to head up here. I'm gonna probably stick to the left side, but I definitely could see a case for going on the right side here. Here's my view. I think what I'm gonna do is kind of head this way and then left. Here is Wasatch Peak, Sundial Peaks Ridge. Yeah, as you might be able to tell, I have to like either drop down or like work across. I think I'm gonna try to go across here. Yeah, so far what I've done seems to be pretty correct. Maybe there's a more efficient way, but this is working. So I would feel very confident in telling you can follow my GPX, which you can download on my website. Absolutely gorgeous up here. Like so many hikes, you leave the popular Lake Blanche down there, all the people, and I'm the only person up here minus one other backpack camper. Starting the ridge here. It should be class 3. I'm gonna stay as direct as possible. You can see quite a bit of exposure on the right and left side out of view here. And the summit is right there. So it's about, I don't know, 200-300 yards from what I've heard. I'm very familiar with accidents in the mountains, so safety is going to be #1 here. So I'll try my best to get you some perspective, but if I ever feel like I'm sacrificing any safety for a shot, the shot's going to be the first thing cut. Looking back to the first section there, not bad at all. A couple little knife edges, but besides this part, there wasn't a ton of exposure that you couldn't avoid if you wanted to. Looking ahead to the next section here. Okay, so clearly I'm not gonna climb this, but go around to the right here. Yikes. Nope. Nope. And just like that, the ridge is over. top of Sundial Peak. Let's go. Hit the mailbox. Whew. Fuck yeah. That was a big mental dub, at least one way for me. The scramble was very enjoyable. It was definitely short. For me today, what I'm very proud of is just getting out here and doing this. I know some of you, many of you watching this probably don't know my background or even care about my background, but this is a really significant moment for me because mentally, the thought of scrambling has been very difficult to overcome. And I know today is just one day, but it's very significant that I was able to, at least one way, do this and feel pretty comfortable with it. To the summit here, I have 5.14 miles and 4,200 feet of gain. So that should be, you know, relatively double what your stats would be. 10 miles, 4,200 feet, maybe 4,300 feet of gain. Views up here, awesome. You can see down into Salt Lake. You can see down to Lake Blanche. It's just really pretty time of year with all the green that's going on here. All the Colorado viewers watching are going to be like, what does this compare to? What does this compare to? I don't know what it compares to. It's a pretty short ridge. It's like, you know, maybe something that you can find in the 10-mile range, 10-mile traverse, maybe similar. There is exposure, but I would say that everything that you climb has, for the most part, like a little shelf below you, so you're not like completely cliffed out on both ends. You can stay ridge direct except for that one part that I showed you, and then there's like one tiny other little part as well that'll be very obvious. Off the ridge now. Yeah, really proud of the effort. Just really proud of it. Really significant for me to be off that and have just done that. Rock quality overall was good, but I would say don't just blindly trust everything because there are some like smaller boulder scree in there that are not solid. So yeah, just be cautious, as you should be on every single scramble. And for all the haters, yes, my nails are painted, and if you don't like that, I have one to show you. If you're new to my channel, I don't show the way out, but from here, that's your path, and then down and then around. Don't go down this gully. This is that really crappy scree one that I showed you on the way up. What a beautiful place this is. I don't want to wrap this video up because that means I have to leave, but I do have to leave because I have the dog in the hotel. She's probably got to take a poop. Just always sad to leave places like this that are so beautiful that I've never seen before. I really hope that this video was helpful with Sundial Peak, with Lake Blanche. I still have no idea how to say it. Overall, yeah, the ridge on Sundial, definitely class 3, definitely some decent to good exposure, some little knife edges, things like that, but a really solid scramble. Let me know what other scrambles I should be doing here. I have a massive amount of content from Utah, even though I am based in Colorado, so go ahead and hit this subscribe button to miss any future hike related content. Check out the Utah playlist that I have, the Utah map version of my website as well. Yeah, to help support the channel, if you want trip planning, if you want to just pick my brain on what the hell I'm doing out here, you can support through the Patreon. I have virtual Sherpa gear as well. Go ahead and throw this video a thumbs up if you found it at all helpful. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys as always on the next adventure.